So, who is your most memorable student at Vatterott and why?
I'm gonna have to go with Daniel. He was
Okay.
he's a nice guy. He was an alright guy. He was a homeless student. But he also wasn't fully right in the head. I mean, he had medical conditions that he just couldn't be normal type of deal. And at any other school, he'd been kicked out, not at Vatterott, because they like they said, we can't lose him. That's money we got to have coming in. And it was one of those, one day he just snapped in school. He wasn't taking his medications. He had paranoid schizophrenia. And he was stabbing, I mean, just full-blown stabbing the chair. Just, I'm going to kill you. I'm going to kill you. You're going to die. I'm going to kill you.
What did he have in his hand, Chad?
His pen.
So he just stabbing and saying he's going to kill.
Because he believed that the government was spying on him. The government was messing with him. They're hiding microphones in the sidewalks. They're hiding microphones in the outlets. The light fixtures had cameras because when he got frustrated, I watched him just crawl across the floor and start yelling at the outlet because the government was messing with him. Because they also had speakers in the outlets too that were talking to him.
Oh, wow.
Like I said, he had paranoid schizophrenia. He was dealt a bad hand with life type of deal. And that's one of the most memorable because one day he'd snapped and just went on his own little tirade and, I don't care, call the damn cops. I'm gonna kill the cops. I'm gonna take their guns. I'm gonna shoot up the school. I'm gonna kill everybody in this school. I don't care. And it's like, hello? Red flags here. Red flags here. He's talking about shooting up the school and killing cops. And you tell that to the directors of education at the time, they're like, well, we're pretty sure he didn't mean it. It's like, what do you mean you're sure he didn't mean it? Like, everybody's scared to death to come back to school next day because they don't know if he's going to do anything. Well, our retention officer taught psychology classes here, and he knows this, and he's not really a danger. Like, how do you know? Any other school, you start talking about shooting up a school, you start stabbing a chair, you're rolling around the floor in the restroom fighting imaginary people, they're going to direct you to some help you need or you're gone from that place. Nope, not Vatterott.
So they kept Daniel there. Did he graduate? Did they kick him out after that incident or?
Nope, they never kicked him out. Kicked him out at all because they needed the money from him because without that $45,000, like if they kicked him out right away, they lose $45,000, and that's always what they kept saying.
Wow.
Because student is worth money.
For me and Glenn and some other instructors there, it's like, okay, this is criminal for you to take his money. He's homeless. He's not right in the head. He's never going to pay it back. He's never going to get a job. I mean, you imagine, think about it, would you want a service tech in your house who suddenly starts going, I don't care, you want to keep talking crap about me and starts hitting your furnace, I'm going to kill everybody in this house, I don't care. You're not employable for that line of work, you know, and nope, they would not kick him out, and, you know, we tried to just kind of, you know, let the curriculum just fail him out, but he always able to pass it until he got to the AOS classes at the end. So now he went from being a CD student to 4.0 straight A's without doing the work. Anybody explain that to me how that works?
Well, shout out to Daniel. We hope you're doing well, Daniel.
Yes.
Did he graduate though?
I think so.
Oh, wow.
Because that instructor was going to make sure he graduated, and it's like, he's not employable. He can't do anything. How are you going to put a stamp on him saying he's a quality student? Well, factories need somebody to sweep floors. That's not a PLC job, so right. You know they play a lot of that. In fact, that's where a lot of the playing with Vatterott came. Where if you took the PLC course, factories use PLC. You get an entry-level job sweeping the floor. They got you a job.
Wow. I'm trying to think because I was at Vatterott as a counselor for about 7 months, and I know that the instructors had very good days and very bad days.
Yes.
What's his name, Marcus? Harold?
Herman Lloyd?
Yeah.
Herman Lloyd.
Herman Lloyd. Did you work with him?
Mm-hmm. I worked with him. Yep.
What's funny, wifey?
I've heard some Herman stories.
Herman was great when I was there. He currently has his own business and everything. He's stuck in there like a lot of us at Vatterott. Shout out to Vatterott. We're sad that you're gone.
There will never be no more.
So tell me about, okay, I heard you and Marcus talking about these codes that sounds Chinese to me. How do you get to memorize these codes, and what do they mean? Like you guys said R12 something.
R12, R22.
He does physics in his head.
Really?
Well,
Yep.
That's hard.
that's HVAC.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
that's HVAC all day.
I was taking some college classes, trying to get a little higher up or see if I can get a higher up degree, and okay, online physics. Okay, I'll take an online physics class, and everybody's like, "You're crazy." Well, I'm crazy, but that's physics. Do you understand what physics is? I said, yeah, HVAC. The stuff I've been doing for the past 20 years. I don't even think I opened up. I did open up the textbook for that class a little bit when it came to the thermodynamics, all the temperature stuff, because it's what I do. That's me and Marcus. We're not HVAC specialists. We're heat transfer specialists.
Gotcha.
Because trying to take the heat from the gas or heat from the electricity to put it into the house, or you run the air conditioner to take the heat, transfer it to the refrigerant, and inject it to the outdoors.
Yep.
That's all HVAC is, pressure, temperature relations. You just, like all the refrigerants, like the R12, 22, 407C, and yada yada yada, whatever they come up with.
Bingo!
they're just refrigerants that you just get told and deal with it enough that's part of the basics you remember. So when you hit the field, hopefully you can take off and be good.
Well, you guys are amazing, because I know there was a lot of fractions and a lot of math that you guys had to do too. Did you struggle with that?
I not at first when I was learning it. I kind of would struggle a bit, but once you kind of got it down and understood it, because I was one of those. I kind of was a kind of special ed when it came to reading, writing, and math type of stuff.
I understand.
And
That's me all day.
Not special ed learning challenge.
That's me all day.
something on that portion. I had to have special classes to catch up with everybody, and I did real good in math until, what was it, when I was in the 11th grade in the 90s, where they changed policy of, because it used to be in school, if you use a calculator, I'm going to fail you. Now all of a sudden, well, if you don't use a calculator, I'm going to fail you.
Right.
And of course, that's where you look at the teacher like, wait a minute, last year was use a calculator, I'm going to fail you. Now you're telling me if I don't use a calculator, you're going to fail me. Well, hold on here. Look, I can just do the math in my head. Nope, you use a calculator, so then they start dumbing you down a little bit. And then you get back up there, because I actually had high school algebra teacher that I couldn't understand any of the stuff they wanted. I couldn't do it, and come on, help me understand this.
Help!
I'm trying to understand it. And he walked up, he's like, look, I don't have time to help you.
Oh.
There's other students in this class who are going to amount to something, and that's who I need to focus on.
Dang.
I
That
said,
was
okay.
told to you?
That was told me, yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. And it's one of those, at that point, it's like, I don't care. Because he had me try to do some in-school work, and I'm going through, and look, I don't understand it. Look, number one, that's the answer to it. Number two, that's the answer to number two. Okay? Use those examples and figure it out. And like, this is useless. A plus B equals C. Well, simple. You got to know that, because when you go to the grocery store, nope. I have yet to go to the grocery store and see eggs cost A. There is a number there. There is a dollar amount. Okay?
That's true.
Eggs don't cost A, milk ain't B, bread is C, so you buy in one of each. How much, I don't have money in the wallet that's in the alphabet. There's a numerical value assigned to it. And he did that, and like, okay, he's just rearranging things, so let's just rearrange things like this. I turned it back in, and out went that pen all the way down. Every one of them's wrong. He's like, you got the first one wrong, you got the second one wrong. And I said, wait a minute. You're going to tell me number 1 and 2 are wrong? Yeah. They were way off. You're not even close to the right answer. I said, those are the two you did as an example. How are you going to teach a math class when you can't even do it? You did those two and you're telling me they're wrong.
Jesus Christ.
Oh my goodness. Is it over?
There's 2 minutes again, yeah.
Oh gosh.
But, yeah.
Damn. I have another question. We still live. So with that being said, somebody that's new that's wanting to get into HVAC, what advice would you give them, good and bad? What are they stepping into?
You're stepping into a very interesting world.
Okay.
Just, it's a trade, it's evolving. I've been out of the learning process for a while because I just don't, I'm not in the service tech where I got to go to houses and who knows what you're going to deal with. I'm doing apartment maintenance where this is what we're dealing with, this is what we got, so it's a little more basic and simple. I still got to run technician level diagnostics. I mean, they use me work where there's one time where, Jack, can you help Marcus out with the air conditioner? He just, something weird's going on, they can't figure it out. Okay, because that's where all that math and stuff they've had to do for years comes in. I mean, you got to be good with math. If you're good with science, well, you're gonna love HVAC, especially physics, because that's all it is. And you know, you go to trade school or something to learn the trade. You're gonna get the book knowledge. It's the knowledge you need to know. Like we had, they tried to have me help answer questions for a prospective student at Ballarat, and you know, okay, we'll help answer questions, you know, because we're in it, you know. They have detailed questions. The guy's like, look, if I enroll here, you're going to, you know, teach me how to replace parts on a furnace? Well, yeah, you get the theory. I don't want the theory crap. Just teach me how to change the parts. I'm like, you need the theory. You have to know how it's supposed to work. If you don't know how it works, how are you going to fix it?
True.
Oh, it's easy. You just fix it. How you going to know it's broke? If you don't know what it's supposed to do, how are you going to know what it's supposed to do compared to what it's doing? Because that's all you're doing when you're troubleshooting. What is it supposed to do? What is it doing? What's it take to get it back to what it's supposed to do? And I mean, I even told the guy, I'm like, you're going to pay $45,000 to learn how to change parts.
Right.
True.
Yeah, but they give you that toolkit. Okay, whatever, but you need all of this to be able to do it. It's right now, with the way the industry's going, customer service skills. Company